I'm here today to talk to you about Chord AI platform, an interface to tap into Chord foundational models. Chord AI platform lets you tap into all the models that we are developing, that we serve through our application, fundamentally allowing you to leverage complex AI tools without having to adopt somebody else's application. In healthcare, people don't want more tools, more software, and sometimes it's just simpler to enhance something that is already there. So we fundamentally give you the ability to pick and choose what you need based on your use case and your unique needs. You can interact with the platform in two very distinct ways. One is by tapping into real-time intelligence, so getting information, getting nudges, getting transcription, documentation generated as we speak, or doing it via REST endpoint, fundamentally after an interaction, an encounter has happened. So let me quickly show you how this works, all right? I'll just go through a typical flow. So getting a recorded conversation between a doctor and a patient through to the generation of a clinical note and associated medical codes. At interaction creation, you can provide some metadata about the encounter, such as the type, whether, for instance, it is a first consultation, and some patient metadata, such as the gender, for instance. These information are not required, but they are useful because they condition the large language model downstream to know who's the patient and what are unique aspects about the patient. You can also provide right off the bat information, for instance, known diagnosis of the patient. For instance, the patient has diabetes or if has some allergies, and the model downstream will take that into account. Okay? So once an interaction is created, you get an interaction ID back and a WebSocket URL. And as I mentioned before, you can use the WebSocket URL and start getting intelligence right off the bat, specifying what are you looking for, which model you want to tap in, and things start flowing. Or you can use the interaction ID and interact via REST with the platform. Let's go for the latter for now. So I'll take the interaction ID and upload a pre-recorded audio, pre-recorded conversation in English. By doing this, I get back a recording ID, as you can see here. And again, this recording ID allows me to then point to another endpoint, in this case, transcripts, actually transcribe the conversation. I can provide different information when transcribing a conversation, the primary language, whether it is a dictation, whether it is multi-channel, so if there is more than one speaker in the audio, whether I want it diarized, so if I want it split between the different speaker. So now we have an interaction with an associated recording, with an associated transcript. We can now generate a clinical document from that. We can generate a variety of clinical documents. We have curated list of what we call templates internally that specify what kind of output we're looking for. For instance, a SOAP note, subjective, objective assessment and plan, but also referral letter. And we can also sit down with you, with a doctor, and really nail down a template that best fit that organization. So yeah, I'm going to specify, so in this case, we want SOAP, we want it English with this recording ID, and we send for generation. And as you can see, we get back a medical document split into the different headers, formatted in JSON, so a language that a machine can understand, that another application can understand. And this document is now associated with an interaction, so you can retrieve it later, you can modify it, you can patch it, you can delete it if need be. And of course, it comes back again with a document ID, such as every other component of the platform. And we can use the document ID to now generate medical codes. I think that's kind of it for today. There are still more things that I would love to show you, but just, to keep things short. Yeah. Then we can meet again, I guess.